Hi guys, Ashley here. I wanted to do a video today about how you can take back control of your environment. Alright, so our environment is anything that's around us, outside, it's trees and grass and stuff, but it could also be our work, our home, things like that. So I wanted to talk to you about how you feel when you walk into certain places. So, me for example, when I walked into my work, or used to walk into my work, I automatically felt focused, driven, ready for the day ahead. All right. And, as soon as I walked through the doors, that's the mindset I took on. And compare that then to whenever I came home from work, as I started to walk through the doors of my house, I just started to feel relaxed, more chilled. That's just how I felt as I walked through the door. And you can apply that to anywhere that you go. You might be a person where when you go shopping you feel stressed, or you might love shopping, and it's just paying attention to how you feel when you're about to go to certain places or when you're walking into certain places. And that has a huge impact on how you think, how you feel, what your mood is like in that position, okay? So when I walk through my house, I feel chilled and relaxed. But then within my house, I also have my different rooms. And when I go into different rooms, I also feel different feelings. So, for example, if I'm walking to my bedroom, I feel chilled, like relaxed, because that's usually where either I go to just watch some, like a chick flick or a TV or something, or before I go to bed. When I walk into the living room, it's kind of similar because I would be sitting there watching TV or, having something to eat. The difference though is when I walk into this room, which is my study, well, used to be spare bedroom, but now study, I feel focused. I feel determined. I feel like I've got something to achieve in this room. So there's no messing about in here, and as soon as I come in, I'm focused, I'm driven, I'm in my work mode, and I can get things done so much quicker in this specific room than if I was to sit on the sofa or sit in the bedroom, because when I walk in here, I feel focused, I feel ready. And I don't use my phone when I'm in here apart from to take videos, or I have it on silent and I have it face down so I can't see any lights or anything bleeping, and that just gives me that extra focus for when I'm in this room. Now, even within this room where I'm super focused and stuff, there's a single bed because, like I said, it was the spare room. So right now I'm sitting at my desk. If I sit on my bed though, I instantly then get a different mindset. I'm a lot more relaxed when I'm sitting on the bed because that's how I feel when I sit on a bed in my bedroom. So whenever I'm in this study and I'm on the bed, I might still be doing work related stuff, but I might go off and read an article based on something that I'm working on, or go on social media and do things on that. Whereas when I'm on my desk, I don't do any of that. I'm just focused on the task at hand. So how does this relate to you then? So all I'm trying to say is, if there's a behaviour you're trying to change, think about how you can set your environment up to succeed. So, for example, say you're wanting to give up eating like your processed foods, so your chocolate or your crisps, right? I can near enough guarantee that when you have those items, you're usually sitting in the exact same spot every time you eat them. Now, I know in my living room, I have my seat, of course, and when I'm on that seat, I'm usually eating or watching TV or waiting for food, and that's what I associate with that seat. If I was to sit on a different seat in the living room, I know, shock, but if I do, I feel mentally, I feel different. I don't crave food, I don't think about food. I associate the chair I sit on with food or waiting for food or eating or something like that, and if I sit on the other chair, it's relaxation, it's just chilling. And the same can be done for loads of different habits. So, for example, I had someone who was working they had their office temporarily set up in their kitchen. But the problem for that week was that they kept overeating and they kept eating biscuits and stuff. And the reason for that is because their environment was littered in that stuff. So if she associated the kitchen with eating, as you do, so then when she was working in there, she still had that urge to eat. Now, she then changed her office into her living room, And coincidentally, she stopped eating more than what she needed. She, she was able to control her hunger, and she, made it easier for herself to stop the thing that was struggling with. The same person then also put fruit in front of them, so that if they got the hunger pangs and they were genuinely hungry, because let's face it, you don't really eat fruit because you like it. Very rarely. Usually you go, oh, I'm hungry, look at the fruit, and then you decide if you're really hungry or not. If you're not hungry, you go, nah, I'll leave it. And if you're hungry, you'll eat the piece of fruit. Whereas if it was biscuits sitting there, oh, I'm hungry, I am, I'll have a biscuit or 10. You never second guess yourself if there's biscuits sitting in front of you, but you always will when it's fruit. And that just means that it's a conscious decision that you've just made. Someone else is trying to drink more water. So they wait and put water in every single room of their house. Now you might think that's crazy, but what it does is makes it easy for her to drink water. So she walks into a room, sees the water and drinks it. Then she walks into the kitchen, there's water there, drinks it, walks into the bedroom. And it just made her trying to drink more water easy for her. So when you're thinking it, you're at home and you're struggling with things, have a look around and think, how can I change my environment to help me succeed instead of fail? So my thing is biscuit tins, right? You have a biscuit tin in your kitchen, it's usually sitting out proud in your kitchen. But that encourages you to eat biscuits because it's just there. And all you need to do is lift the lid and have a biscuit. Whereas if that biscuit tin was on top of a cupboard or in a cupboard, you then have to make a conscious decision and go through extra effort to get a biscuit. So you have to, get it off the top of the cupboard, which can be a bit of a hassle, or you have to go and just open the cupboard door. But you'll be amazed at what that extra effort, that gives you time to actually consciously think about what you're about to do. So that extra thought gives you time to go, oh, you know what, I can't be bothered. So if you replace the biscuit tin with a bowl of fruit, you'll be amazed at how many times you actually walk past and second guess whether you're hungry or not, because it's fruit now and not a biscuit. And why on earth would you just want to eat a piece of fruit for the sake of it? You usually only eat it when you're hungry. Now, I'm totally generalising there, but it's true. So make it easier for you to succeed instead of fail, and you'll notice a huge difference in what you're trying to do. But as always, guys, give it a try and let me know how it goes.